6.
All right, and before we get to New Year's, Josh, it's going to be a pretty wet weekend. Huh?
Yes, leading up to the brand new year is going to be very soggy for us. And
okay.
That's a welcome sight.
That's true. I'd rather be that than like icy. I mean, so we've seen that before.
Very true.
That's true, yeah.
The good note is temperatures will remain mild.
Hey, that's bearable.
Yes, very bearable. And that's where we turn our attention to the Vancouver waterfront, thanks to our El Gaucho camera. Right now, all is calm, quiet, but very wet across much of the Pacific Northwest as those winds finally behaving after the active weather that we saw Christmas night. 51 degrees, that's where we currently sit with those winds out of the south-southwest at about 10 miles per hour. For your showers past forecast, we are expecting to keep those yellow bikes going through the rest of this evening as that wet weather continues to keep a tight grip on much of the Pacific Northwest as temperatures slowly fall back into the upper 40s. Satellite and radar, boy, does it show some wet conditions. Those yellows and oranges and even some reds, a good indication where the heaviest of the downpours are currently coming down here across the northern Willamette Valley. Heavy mountain snow still falling above about 4,000 feet or so, and all of this moisture finding its way into those rivers and streams. That's where we do have a flood warning in effect. This is just to the south and west of the Salem area, just outside of the Falls City location. So as these rivers start to swell, maybe outrun their banks, you want to make sure that you turn around and don't drown if you come across any of those flooded roadways. As far as our rain accumulation goes since midnight, picking up on just a little bit more than 1/4 inch in many locations. After a very dry start to the month of December, you'll notice no rain accumulation for almost the first week. But now, after some soaking rains as of late, seeing a bit of a surplus by about 8/10, if not even closer to 9/10 of an inch of that wet weather, much greater than what we would typically see for the entirety of the month of December. We can thank these multiple storm systems that just continue to slam into the Pacific Northwest as of late. We'll continue to do just the same into the weekend, keeping our temperatures stable until we roll our way into the start of next week. But overall, expecting that wet weather trend to keep a tight grip on much of western Oregon and southwest Washington. As all of these storms start to hit the coastline, that's going to create some turbulence along the shore. That's where sneaker waves are a greater possibility today through the weekend, so stay off those rocks, jetties, and logs and never turn your back on the ocean. So let's time everything out here with the Futurecast. The wet weather stays with us for the rest of the night tonight. Seeing a few dry moments here and there, especially as we wake up on Saturday and into the afternoon hours. But it's Saturday night, early Sunday morning, where widespread heavy mountain snow continues to fall, again dropping down to close to 3,000 feet in many locations. But the wet weather just continues for the I-5 corridor and out along the coastline, helping to fill up those rain gauges by the end of the weekend, close to an additional inch on top of what we've already seen. So likely going to be seeing a surplus by about an inch for the month of December as snow elevations fall, as we anticipate 8 to 10 inches of snow, all above about 4,000 feet or so. Great news for the skiers and snowboarders alike as we see this dumping all the way through the weekend. Mountain pass travel likely going to be on the trickier side. Tonight, second night of Kwanzaa for us, third night of Hanukkah. 48 degrees is where we expect to fall to. It will be wet at times, but also a few dry moments into the mix as we push our way into tomorrow morning. Our 7-day forecast does show we keep a hold of that wet weather all the way through the beginning of Monday. Now Tuesday, the final day of 2024, that's going to be the coolest day over the next 7 days, a high of only about 45. Overnight lows falling back into the mid to upper 30s, but that's where we should be for this time of year. So if you have any of those outdoor New Year's Eve plans, dress accordingly, which does include layers and maybe something waterproof as a splash and dash shower returns, taking us into the start of the brand new year.
Man, tough to believe that we're here. End of
I know.
2024.
It always comes so fast.
It does.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
A KOIN 6.